Okay, let's try this again. So I was going to take this off, but I took some Tyvek and I taped an apron across my little window. So it took away the glare. So I thought we would try one more paper, but this is the one I did. And this video will probably come out before the next one because I was laughing when I was doing this channel and said I should do a blooper Friday. Well, I still think that's kind of what I'm going to do. So that first video with the big glare that you can't see anything on and me yapping away trying to find supplies is probably going to be my blooper Friday, but it don't matter. I'm in this, I have like 1,200 square feet basement and I'm still working in like a 12 by 12 area. Oh my gosh, I cannot be the only one. Okay, so who wants to make some more grungy papers? So, again, this is what I use. This is a medical tape for bandages. And all I do is I cut off a piece. Sorry. And then I cut that piece in half because I use these tapes for all of my different journals, especially when you are working in grunge. They have a wonderful feeling to them. It just adds another layer. Okay. Again, I'm going to wind up combining the photo. If you are actually doing this where you do not want your paint, my paint has never actually gone through this and bled onto the other side except for what I make it do. But if you want it like that, get some good papers, painter's tape. They have an artistic tape, I guess. So I'm just learning watercolors. I don't have all of that. So get a good one that won't tear your papers. I'm again using, and I put in the wrong paper. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm telling you, my life today. I don't know about you guys. Do you just have those days? I have a lot of them. Anyway, this is just a cheap watercolor pad that I bought at Ross. My brushes I got at Hobby Lobby or I ordered from Amazon. I paid for all of these brushes was like, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks. I do that because until I have a craft down or I know I'm going to really, really love doing it, I don't spend the money. And these are working fine for the purposes that I'm doing it. Okay, so let's try again. So just get a good watercolor. Again, I know from watching actual artists that do watercolors and they're brilliant. There's different weights. There's better watercolor papers. As I learn and I improve my craft, then I will spend the money to buy the heavier watercolor papers because I do think it'll make a difference. Okay, so shall we try this again? Again, this is what I do with these tapes. Look how beautiful that is. Like if you're not into grunge, okay, you're not going to appreciate this like I am. And sorry, my hands are gross because I've been doing nothing but mixed media since about 4 this morning. But that is what I do it with. So this is just the tape. All of this is the tape that I had made already. And I'm sorry, my little dog is on one. There's leaves blowing or something. And yeah, he just is a bit crazy. So I hope everybody is having a great day. I am literally just been playing. It's kind of been wonderful because this is kind of what I love. This is my medium. I love mixed media and I love grunge. And I have just realized that sometimes you just got to play in what you love. And so all I'm doing, because I did explain this in the first video, but that's going to be on my bloopers Friday. The watercolor set I'm using. So I actually did buy some really good watercolors because I have actually been really playing with this stuff lately. But I wanted to make sure that whatever I'm doing, it's accessible to everybody. And I live in a little tiny mining town in northeastern Nevada. And we have Walmart. Okay, so that is where I bought this. It is just a travel set of watercolors. They are actually better than some of the watercolors that I ordered from Amazon when I first started. These work great. They just flip out. I can take them with me, but they give you great results. So if you don't have watercolors, they're very inexpensive if you go to Walmart, and you can just buy those. And since, you know, I guess I should repeat myself, I am making papers because I'm going to be doing 2, who knows how many more, but I am going to be working on some grunge journals, and one of them is going to be for a giveaway. Don't we all love giveaways? So you can kind of see how I'm doing this. I just do the brown, and it's kind of mixed in black, and that's because my black and my brown, sorry, my computer keeps going off. Anybody can tell me how I can make the screen from not doing that? Please tell me. I mean, I'm so excited that I learned to mirror it when nobody could figure it out. So yeah, I was very excited that I got that far. I'm very, very, very challenged technology-wise. So anyway, so this one's getting really grungy very quickly. My blacks and my browns are right next to each other in this color palette. I'm already loving that tape though, so that is working out wonderful. Sorry. And then I have to tell you a funny story. I had to put my tea into this cup because my waters are in these cups, just mason jars. And yeah, well, I think you can figure out what happened, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else like that? So I had to distinguish between them. Okay, so let's see. So my favorite colors to play with right now have been these dark browns and greens. So maybe we'll do one with a green, but I think I want to try something else. Tomorrow, hopefully I can come down here maybe before, if I get up at my normal time. I like to get up around 4. That seems to be the perfect time for me, because then I can get everything done that I need to get done, and then I can come down here and play all day. And so, yeah, I will try again tomorrow to film, and that way I'll show you how I do my mark making, even though we're going to do some mark making before then. So this is kind of like an olive green, and I just love this combination. So right now, this is just kind of my combination. I really don't know exactly what I'm doing. I am trying to learn how to move my brush just in different ways, just to do points of interest. And you know, here's the thing. If you've never done tutorials and filmed it, they're not as easy as they look, because you literally have to sit and talk while you're creating. And I don't know, that's a challenge for me. And talking is not a challenge for me, right, Susie? So, yeah. But I love this, just how this green. And I don't know if it's because that's the combination I'm on for this journal, this color combination. And so right now that just seems to be what I really, really like. So just get them out. Get out your paints and just start playing. Now, if you are not into grunge and you are into other color palettes, do it. Mix those color palettes. I actually have a scarf upstairs that I'm going to bring down because I was wearing it the other day and I thought, you know, this would be amazing. The color palette in it. So I'm going to do that. I really want, well, I just stuck my finger in there. So there you go. I really want to get, they have these, they're called color cubes, I think is what they're called. I really, really want one. Because that gives you like all these different combinations. And so that is a goal down the road. So now I'm kind of doing like this weird mustard yellow looking color. I don't know what that color is above it. It must be like a blue, but let's put this in. And again, I just like to, oh, well, there you go. It had a blue in it. And so this morning, when I was doing this little abstract paint, sorry, but you are going to hear my chair scrape. I had found this lady And she does these, and literally you do the whole thing with no brush. You do it with just like a little scraper. She did it with like a credit card. And so it was kind of cool. Now, obviously, I'm learning. But I thought, wow, that is really cool. So let's do that like right now. Let's see if I can get some of those marks already in to it. On the other video, you can see where I have like mark making things, but for this, I just want to show you that you don't have to have like these. I think I paid $4 on Amazon for these little mark maker things. They're just cardboard. So I don't know that I'll ever spend the money again on them. I will make my own. So just go in and have fun and make some marks. This is just busted plastic. These were the dividers in a fishing kit, and I use those just to make snacks for like my babies. So yeah. So you can pretty much use anything you want. You have to admit that looks really cool. Yeah, that does. Okay, so let's come over with some more of this yellow and see. And then, of course, we're going to have to get in with some inks. And again, I bought the inks for a cover I was doing. Oh, that kind of looks cool. Sorry, my mind just is so squirrely. I have bought some inks to do on some clay, but they're resin inks, and I've been trying to use them up ever since. And so that is what I'm going to sit here and play with. You can get them very inexpensively, but you can also go to Walmart and you can get some other inks. Now, I just ordered this. This is a little more expensive. This is like this teriyaki gold. I forget if that's the company, but I ordered these, and that's going to be what we use for mark making. But you can go to Walmart and you can just get ink. It'll be black. It'll be brown. It's perfect for grunge. If you're not into grunge, then no. It won't have, you'll have to order them online. I'm sure if you have a Hobby Lobby by you, then it'll be great. All right, I'm really loving, and again, you got to remember, I love the grunge. So like if you're not loving grunge, this is not going to be your forte. Let me get this brush clean really, really quick. I hope everybody's having a good day. Like we're not having winter anymore. Like what up with that? I love winter. I do not have AC, so I'm not a huge fan of summer. It's really, really hot because we get below zero weather, but we also get over 100. So these are the little alcohol inks, and so I'm going to use this dark green. And they just do fantastic things. Look at the precision. Oh my gosh, it's Picasso in the making. But I'm telling you, it is like a lot of fun when you watch these inks spread. And then you can also just drop them on. And this is what I loved about mixed media, because you can just have fun with it. Oh, so cool. And so now I'm getting, let's do this up here and see what happens. And then let's take this and run that through. Ooh. Very seldom do I have, sometimes I have plans, but usually I don't follow them at all. Okay. Just because I like all these mark makings, they just make really cool papers. It gives you like so much movement going in it. So let's just do that with this one, and then kind of halfway there. Let's see. All right. I am loving how these are turning out. We got a bubble there. I think we're going to drop, what is this? Oh, this is coffee. Let's see what this does. Because we kind of got like too light of a a thing here. Ooh. Ink is amazing when you watch it move. Now, these inks don't operate the same way as like a dropper ink, and I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. I will pause you. Okay, so I bought all of these at Hobby Lobby. They were $5.49. So that's where I found these. This one I got at Hobby Lobby. They're called Bombaya. I don't know what this one is. This one is Dr. P.H. Martin's. So these are calligraphy. That's a calligraphy one. But we should all have a little bit of Ranger. So little Tim Holtz Distress Ink. They do wonderful things. But I'm going to show you how they do, how they kind of move differently. Hold on, let me make sure I put these lids on. Otherwise, yeah, I won't have a computer and then I'll be starting from scratch. Let's see what color. Okay, let's try this. You can also get, again, Denise Levis, who I love to follow. She is an amazing abstract artist. She's an amazing artist, but she does great abstracts. She's the one who suggested these little droppers because sometimes your droppers in your ink doesn't actually work really well. I haven't had those problems, but I can move around with this a little bit better than I can with this. So let's see what we can do with this blue. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. You don't need that much. So let's see what happens. But do you see how you can make all these cool designs? And yeah. So then you just clean it out with some water and it's good to go. And literally you can buy a package of like, I don't know, 100 of these for really cheap. All right, that blue is fantastic, huh? Yeah, this makes me so happy. Okay, let's take this little thing. And obviously you can see it's just cut like in different things. Let's see what happens. Ooh. I don't want it to go all the way down. Let's bring that up over here a little bit. Now when this dries, I think this is going to be way cool. And I think when you're making journals too, I love it when I've made all the papers for the journal. I don't know, it just like adds something. Okay, do I want blue on this one too? I don't know. Let me show you what Ranger does. How's that? This one's got a lot of brown in it, so that is Ranger. But see how it moves differently and how you get like a deeper, look at the brown here to the brown there. It is like totally different colors. This is like straight up grunge. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I hear Miss Vanessa's making up grungy packages. Oh, girl, you got my heart. All right, let's see what happens. And here's what I always tell myself because, you know, people, when I first started doing this, they would say things like, it's just paper. And I'd be like, yeah, paper's expensive. Yeah, it is. But here's the thing. The worst thing that'll happen, and I will even bring one that I absolutely hate. Gesso it. Paint it all black, start over. Paint it all white, start over. Nothing is, you know, it's not worth throwing away. Like, I have all sorts of things that I didn't like how it turned out, or it wasn't how I had planned on it turning out, but I just kept playing with it, and then eventually I got the look that I wanted. And speaking of that, let's go in. Ooh, let us see. Yeah. I don't know, you guys, does your mind ever just go like a million miles? Mine goes so fast. Okay, so I'm trying to scrape up what's like left of this poor little white that I have mutilated, and let's, oh yeah, I'm telling you. Look how cool that is. Now, normally I go in with the white, with a pen. I go in with like jelly pins, and things like that. So, hold on, I gotta spray this some more. I mean, I can tell you how brilliant I am. I was like cutting and working on some mixed media. It came out so good. I can't wait to film that for you guys. It just like came out really cool, but I can't show you. Sorry, it's a surprise. Anyway, I like literally cut my sweater. Like, who does that? Oh, my poor husband. He must be like, Lord Jesus, send me relief for this woman. Now, look how cool those mark makings are. Does this not look wonderful? Telling you, this is just like my favorite pastime. I love grunge. I'm so happy I'm back doing it. I love how these papers are already churning out. I'm so glad I turned on the camera. I wasn't. Because it is harder. Like, you have to think that, you know, talk and do it. And then because I really didn't have a plan, I'm just kind of playing around. But, you know, I kind of think that's how my channel's going to go is, well, I want to add more white here, is that's kind of how I have taught myself to do everything, is literally just by experimenting and get great results. Very seldom is it ever to a point that I don't. I also always keep coffee dyed paper right by me, and that way I can like mark it off and do all that. Now look what this is doing. So this is in those resin inks, and then this is happening in the Ranger ink. So look how fantastic. I'm sure somebody out there is going, wow, yeah, that's a masterpiece. But I'm telling you, when you have like no stress and you're just sitting here and you're dabbing and you get excited over just like, look at what it does. Like, you got to say, this is cool. Like, what happens when the paint hits the inks and just all the different colors. So I am loving it. All right, let's do a little bit of white over here. Not too much, because I think I'm going to go in with like more golds into this paper. But yeah, let's smear you. Oops, got a little bump there. But we love that tattered look, huh? So I'm really liking how this came out. Now, when you go in, I'm going to go in tomorrow once all of these are dry, and then I will take different pins. Now, I've never done this, so I bought these. They're not exactly what she used, but I bought them. So it's for calligraphy, and you know, like I have to have all the pretties. They're just cool to look at, even if they don't work. I wonder if that other one's dry and we could just try it. How about, hold on, we'll try that and we'll see if I can't show you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about mark making. But let's first go in here and let's finish painting off this tape, because we want that to be good and grunged out. And then we want to lift it up. And again, I painted across because I don't know if I'm going to make this as background papers, collage papers, if it's going to actually be in the actual journal. I never know. So we're just going to go in. We're just going to bring down that color. And we're going to just play. Okay, we have to break that up though with some other color. Like I can have just black, but when you mix your colors, it gives you a little more gumption. And I know, Ricky, you're probably watching this going, oh my gosh, girlfriend does not know what she's talking about, but it's fun to listen to her. Ricky's an actual artist. She actually painted. So, okay, let me grab, see how cool that is though? And when it's all dry, it's going to be fantastic. So look at all of those different colors. Scrumptious, scrumptious, scrunch. Okay, so I guess you don't have to hear my chair scrape anymore. Hold on. Okay, So what I'm talking about with different mark making, hold on one second. I've really backed myself into a little corner here. Excuse me. Let me get a drink too. Okay, so let me just clean out this little stopper. Or I'll have blue in the next one, which won't bother me, but... Okay, so take your ink, and you don't have to have ink. So you can do this. Hold on, let me get down here. With pens. So I just have an assortment of different kinds of pens. So I have like markers. I have paint pens, and I'll show you on that. I have just regular like gold pens. I don't know. I just have different pens. So whenever I find stuff like this on sale, I just kind of buy it. You know, and at some point I'm always using it. But, so if you click over to Denise Love, you're going to see where she uses a really good pen. And for this kind of stuff. I don't have it. And again, I'm just starting, so I didn't want to spend the money. Okay, where did I put I actually attempted to clean my desk, and every time I clean my desk, I literally don't know where anything is. I actually think I do better when it's messy, because now I don't know where I put my things. Oh well, we will just play. Okay, shake it up. Okay, it's going to bother me. Now I have to go look for it. Hold on again. Whoops.